An article that's come out this morning, Tim, in the Times from Gary Jacobs saying that West Ham United plan to avoid changing managers for a second time this season. I mean, he has only just arrived, Nuno, but already there's a story saying they're going to avoid trying to change managers and will back Nuno in the January transfer window. What is the problem?
Problems? Look, I just think when you run a football club, there's this constant murmur around the club. We talk about the West Ham way and what that's like, and you have to bring managers in to play like that. I don't think you need statements. I think you have to, if you're strong in terms of how you want to run your club and who you want at the top, and then it trickles down to the manager. We shouldn't be seeing statements of a couple of weeks after Nuno's here. And I think about the process, and they had Tim Stuyton in, who was the director of football, and he had Moyes, and they didn't get along. So he brings in his guy Lopetegui. That doesn't work out. So then Graham Potter comes in. He brings his guy Kyle McCauley, which is director of recruitment. He goes with Graham Potter. So who hired Nuno? Was it someone internally? Was it the owners? I just look at it's a mess right now. You talked about the set pieces. When I think about a team and a football club, like, you know how easy set pieces are? Just as a small example, you just go, right, we can't fix everything, but we can fix this. We're going to spend 3 hours every day on the training ground just stopping conceding set pieces. Right now, this feels really messy.
Is it a surprise, then, if it's sort of that easy to just focus on that, which is probably what Sean Dyche is going to do going into Nottingham Forest? Yeah. Are you surprised that Nuno hasn't sort of stopped the rot?
Because Nuno's MO at Nottingham Forest last season, Bex, was a defensive solidity. We've seen none of that. Say the 9 goals conceded is incredible.
But should we, so early on, have seen better, do you think? Has there been enough time?
Absolutely.
Right.
Every day on the training ground, there has been enough time, because you go through that work and you say, that guy who I'm marking is not going to score the goal. Joe Rodon has a free header there. And there's other issues with some of the selection that, you know, is on Nuno as well. But I also say it's on this group of players, Bex. If I was in that dressing room looking round, there ain't too many I'd want next to me in a relegation fight. This group isn't set up for a relegation fight. And it kind of reminds me of Leicester City last season. And I say this a little harshly, that sometimes in these situations, these players who, well, if we go down, I won't go down, I'm a Premier League player. It's almost like it isn't going to worry him as much as it should do. It was shocking how they played on Monday night against Bournemouth. It was shocking how they started 20 minutes in an important game against Leeds, a newly promoted team at Ellen Road.
You bring up a really good point, because I think also where we started the conversation with all this chopping and changing, this happened at Chelsea a lot, except Chelsea had the best players in the world with Frank Lampard and John Terry. But I think what happens is, you're right, these players are going, something will change. Somebody will get us out of jail. They'll name another manager. Like, it actually might be, and I don't subscribe to this a lot. It might be the owner going down into the dressing room and going, listen, you lot here have to figure this out. We're done changing managers. It's you lot. And I know it sounds crazy, but something has to change there.
And the other problem, of course, is the fans don't even want to go and watch. They're boycotting games as well. They're not happy with the ownership. So when you look at it, Rob, everywhere is a mess.
The club looks broken at the moment, Bex, and somebody's got to pull it together, and that somebody has to be Nuno. He has to get hold of that dressing room and start getting attention on... This is a relegation fight now for West Ham United. They're in it.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host of NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long, and for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock.